Welcome to Tintern, and welcome to an 8-mile walk that I'm going to take you on from this wonderful village. Tintern sits in the lower Wye Valley, and most walks that leave Tintern have to go uphill due to its location. So we're going to be leaving Tintern on a climb that takes us in the footsteps of Wordsworth, who was inspired to write a poem following his visit in 1798. I'm going to show you the home of Bertrand Russell, a philosopher, and we're going to see Cleddon Falls and lots of lovely woodland. The walk starts from the free car park at the Wireworks car park in Tintern, and I'm not going to provide you with a route description for you to read, but I will provide a GPX file which is in the description below, which you can download and put on your device or on your phone for you to be able to navigate yourself. I do hope you enjoy this walk and you're inspired enough to come and follow me. Let's go. So I've designed this walk to go in an anti-clockwise direction, and having left the Wireworks car park and you've walked towards the village of Tintern, you turn left, and then immediately after the stream you turn left and start the climb out of Tintern. I'm going to assume that you'll enjoy the delights of Tintern when you come back from this walk. There are plenty of cafes, pubs and places to get food, and of course you can enjoy looking at the abbey as well. But for the moment, let's get up this hill. It really doesn't take long on that steep little initial climb out of Tintern to provide great views over the valley below, and you soon hit a forestry track which you continue to follow gently uphill into the wonderfully named Barbados Woods. After a few miles you arrive at Whitestone car park, a free car park in the Wye Valley, and you could park your car here if you didn't fancy parking in Tintern. It will mean that you'll be saving the climb until the end of your walk if you follow my anti-clockwise route. But here's the car park, and there is loads of car parking spaces here, so your choice. Since Whitestone car park, we've been following the Wye Valley walk and have now arrived at a lovely viewpoint overlooking the village of Llandogo. William Wordsworth visited the lower Wye Valley on July the 13th, 1798, and this was his second trip to the area. He'd been here 5 years previously. It's generally believed, from my research that is, that Llandogo was the inspiration for one of the lines in his poem Tintern Abbey. The line being, "Cottages and wreaths of smoke sent up in silence," because you can clearly see the village below you from this lovely viewpoint. The first few lines of his famous poem Tintern Abbey are as such: 5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length of 5 long winters, and again I hear these waters rolling from their mountain springs with a soft inland murmur. It's lovely to think that Wordsworth, who's so famous with regards to his poetry in the Lake District, was inspired to write words as a result of his visit to South Monmouthshire. And this is where we arrive at the top of Cleddon Falls, a wonderful waterfall directly above Llandogo village. So we've arrived at Cleddon Hall, and excuse my shadow, there's Cleddon Hall, which was the home of Bertrand Russell. He helped to transform the substance, character and style of philosophy in the English-speaking world. He was also one of the greatest logicians of the 20th century and was born in 1872 at this house. Good old Wikipedia. One of Britain's great people. When you get to the entrance of Ninewells Wood, you're over halfway, so it's good an opportunity with a couple of picnic tables here to have your lunch. So we're now in the village of Capbrook, and this is Capbrook Village Green. And in 1985 this green was restored and the ancient well was excavated and made available for people to see. And just like that, the walk is nearly over. I'm now descending on a gentle forestry track downhill through Barbados Woods back to the car park in Tintern. I do hope that you've enjoyed watching my walk, this 8-mile walk, which is different from the usual walks that people do from Tintern. Most people will head for the Devil's Pulpit, and that in itself is a fine walk to do, and I will include that walk in this series of shorter walks that people can follow. I hope that you are inspired enough to download my GPX file and to navigate yourself around the route that I've put together. There are a couple of apps that you can use to navigate. The OS maps, which you can use for a subscription, which gives you access to their maps, both 1 to 25,000 and 1 to 50,000. You can use the Hiker app free of charge, but if you want to access the Ordnance Survey maps on that app, then you have to pay a subscription as well. But for the moment, I'm going to descend. I hope that you enjoy walking this route if you decide to follow in my footsteps, and if you do, I'd love to know, so please do give me some feedback in the comments below. But for the moment, as with all my videos, I'd just like to say thanks ever so much for watching, and see you on the next one.